What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to show you guys how you can fix a knock sensor code that you get on a 350Z and a G35 engine. Now this check engine code is a P0327, and that code is normally thrown when there's an issue with the wiring harness that goes to the knock sensor. Now, I was messing around with my engine right now. It's pretty late, but I was trying to figure this out. So I have this bracket that the knock sensor harness connects to. I went ahead and disconnected it from the actual harness, and I found something interesting. The knock sensor is located in the front of the engine through this little hole right here. So if you look through the small hole, you will be able to see the knock sensor connection right there and the actual knock sensor itself. Now, as you guys can see, it's all the way in there, and in order for you to actually replace this sensor and its connection, you have to remove pretty much the intake manifold. There is a video by Don Squally on YouTube that shows you how to replace the wiring harness without removing this, but I actually found a way that you don't even have to replace the wiring harness. In order for you to fix this check engine light, what you need to do is go underneath the vehicle, follow the wiring harness down, and fix the connection issue. So let's go ahead and go underneath. Once you're underneath your vehicle, go ahead and look above your starter next to your exhaust manifold, and you will be able to see a orange connector with a blue connection going to it. Now that is actually your knock sensor wiring harness, and if you guys take a close look at the blue connection, you will be able to see that the wiring going to that connection is actually broken. Now, this is a possible issue that will possibly throw this check engine light code. So instead of replacing this harness completely, what you can do is to cut it up on the top right here and pretty much just go ahead and reconnect this connection so that there's no more short, because that's basically what's happening. The connection is not strong enough, and it's probably touching the other cable and it's shorting itself out. But if you look right there, you'll be able to see that the harness is ripped. This cable right here has a crack through it, so there's probably low voltage coming back from that cable, and that's probably why you're getting this P0327 check engine light. So like I said, go ahead and cut it above right here. Go ahead and reconnect these connectors. Don't put your bracket back on, because that's probably why you ended up getting this code. The way the cable is routed up here is kind of in a weird position, so the cable probably was stretched out over time and it ended up cracking through. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this and see if my check engine light goes away. I did go ahead and pull the cable towards the top of the engine. So if we pull this cable up, you'll be able to see the connection. I'm gonna go ahead and try to reconnect these so that there's a good connection, and we're gonna see if the P0327 check engine light goes away by just reconnecting this. As you guys can see, I did go ahead and cut the knock sensor connection. Now you can already see that somebody has already tried to replace this or repair this actually in the past, because they ended up splicing this cable. Now this cable is actually the one that has a torn connection right here. It's not torn, but it's possible that this is why we're getting this check engine light. It doesn't hurt to try. If this doesn't work, we're gonna have to replace this connection regardless. So let's go ahead and experiment. What I'm gonna do is pry the connection out there is a little tab in there that you had to press with the little pick like this. Go ahead and press on there, and then when you press it, you should be able to remove the connector. Just like so. Now this is what we want. Now if you guys can see a close-up right here, the connection is ripped right here. I don't know if this is enough to cause that check engine light, but like I said, it doesn't hurt to try. We're gonna go ahead and remove this and make this a solid connection. After a few minutes of messing around with the connection, I finally got it perfect. Now all we need to do now is connect this back to the wiring harness. As you guys can see, I have connected the connections. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn the vehicle and check to see if I have any codes left. I'm just testing for any additional codes. And as you guys can see, there is no faults on this vehicle anymore. So it looks like this little issue did get resolved by me fixing the wiring harness that leads to the knock sensor. If you guys did like this video and if it did help you out, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider it for more videos like this. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.